Hey guys, it's Pop. And Diablo 4 Season 5 started yesterday, so I wanted to go through the steps that I went through when I created my rogue. This was the rogue as it looked when I first created it. I named it Pop Music. And I chose the seasonal realm, and I started with World Tier 2. Figured, why not? It was a nice, fresh new start. No stash space, no items. It was really nice to start over. I decided to choose a title right away. I went with Lurking Killer. I thought that sounded neat, and chose my card. Chose the Malphas image as the card. Thought that one was the best. I went in and claimed my renown right away, and that got me to level 2. I put in my available points to start my Barrage build. I went with Barrage because it's supposed to be really strong this season. Then I started the seasonal quest. Decided to go to the Stable Master and check out my mounts. I thought this one looked nice. I got to a point where the seasonal quest seemed to be bugged for me. It says approach the reinforced door, but I wasn't able to. So I restarted the game. Once I came in, I was able to actually open the door. But then I had a party invite bug, so I'm not sure what was going on with that. I continued on the seasonal quest, got me to level 5. This unlocked the first Mother's Gifts. I grouped up with some friends and we went over to Helltide. Basically hung out at the spawning point where the monsters would continuously spawn. It was pretty difficult, but as long as I was able to stay alive, it was okay. I found my first legendary at level 11. At level 12, I upgraded my healing potion. Oops, I forgot to select a pet, so I quickly went back and selected a nice doggo. From there, we continued to do Helltide over and over until we had completed even more Mother's Gifts. This gave me better gear. By then, I had already found 2 uniques and several legendaries. I did a little bit of tempering, just basic damage. Along the way, when I came across Helltide chests, I opened them up to get even better loot. Anything that had a higher item level power, I essentially equipped. By level 16, I had gotten my rogue quest, so I decided to start on with that. Unfortunately, that seemed to bug out too, as I got to a point where I was supposed to speak with someone, but they were never there. So I guess I'll come back to that later. Then I did a little customization to make my character look better with the wardrobe. I think she looks pretty good here. At level 20, our group attempted the first capstone dungeon. It didn't go over well. Yep, we were dead. So we all decided we'd come back later for that as well. I worked on some more tempering after that. Just picked whatever I could that looked like it would help me leveling. Mainly life and armor and movement speed. We went back to Helltide. Spent some time there, and kept getting even better loot. Once I had sockets available, I put rubies in my armor to give me more life. I decided to continue with the seasonal quest line, find the Omath breaches. This ended up being a pretty fun activity. At certain points in the dungeon, you could make a choice. Each choice had a benefit and a drawback to it. We chose to go for the most damage boss for the most aether. We got it down pretty easily. At the end, I had 20 burning ether. So I opened that chest, and it gave me quite a bit of loot, along with several legendaries. At that point, I was ready to turn in my first Tree of Whispers. This gave good loot as well as gold. At around level 34, we decided to go back in and try the capstone again. After a bit of a fight, we got the first phase down. The second phase wasn't too bad either. We got even more loot there, along with a unique. We then moved on to World Tier 3, and that's where the real XP started flying in. We went back to the Helltide summoning area and basically just tried to stay alive while other people were opening the event. I died quite a few times, but we got it down. I realized that since I purchased the expansion early, I also had a premium battle pass to activate, so I went ahead and did that as well. The tier 90 reward for the battle pass looks really neat. I can't wait to unlock this barding. And we made it to level 50 not that long after. Just basically completed the Helltide over and over again, returning to town, salvaging items, and coming back to fight for more. Then we tried the world boss, which proved to be not too bad at all. By then I had had all sacred gear at that point, and I got this really cool mount. Started putting in my Paragon points wherever it seemed to make sense. Unfortunately, I lost power at my house, so I had to call it a night. But I can't wait to see what day 2 has in store, because I had gotten to level 50. We'll show you more in the next video. If you enjoyed this walkthrough, like the video, subscribe to my channel for more content, and I'll see you in the next one.